It's Sunday, September 21st at MetLife Stadium. Something has to change with the Kansas City Chiefs, and specifically their run game, which has been terrible so far to start the season. And they're playing the Giants, and the Giants gave in their first game versus Commanders, which they lost 21-6. They gave up 82 yards to Merritt, gave up 68 yards to Jaden Daniels, and Merritt had 10 carries. Daniels had 11 carries, and that was against the Commanders. Then in the Cowboys game, Javonte Williams had 18 carries for 97 yards and a touchdown. The Chiefs so far, within the first 2 weeks of the season, their leading rusher has been Patrick Mahomes, their star quarterback, and you have a Pro Bowl back and a good backup as well with Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt. And Kareem Hunt's been a Pro Bowler in the past. So in the first game versus the Chargers, Mahomes had 6 carries, worth 57 yards and a touchdown. Pacheco and Kareem Hunt combined for 10 carries, just 41 yards. They had 16 less rushing yards combined as 2 running backs, and Pacheco, who was just recently a Pro Bowler. Like I said, Hunt a Pro Bowler in the past. 16 less rushing yards combined than your star quarterback. Then in game 2 against the Eagles, it don't get any better as Mahomes led with 7 carries and 66 yards and a touchdown. Pacheco and Hunt only combined for 18 carries and 53 yards, 13 less than Mahomes. So you can get the run game going. Obviously, the pass game is going to struggle with Worthy being out the first 2 weeks, with Kelsey having that crucial drop that led to an interception, with Rasheed Rice missing 6 weeks. With all those problems that you have, and then Hollywood Brown, a week 1 game and week 2 game being a night and day difference. Obviously, you need the run game to open up, and if that's not going to open up, then it's going to be hard for them to succeed without having Rasheed Rice, since he's suspended for these 6 weeks, without Worthy, who should be back for the Sunday night game versus the Giants. But your running backs aren't doing shit for you, which is why they're 0-2 up to this point. If your running backs are getting outran by Mahomes, who runs at 8.5, then you have no chance of winning. And this Giants game is going to be very telling, because the Giants, like I said, have given up over 50 yards to three different players, one of them being a quarterback. They gave up 68 to Jaden Daniels, gave up 82 to Merritt, and then gave up 97 to Javonte Williams in a shootout, which Russell Wilson looked great in, aside from the interception in overtime. So we're going to see. But if the Chiefs fall to 0-3, then I think it's over for the Chiefs if they fall to 0-3. But check out my video about the Chiefs, because I think 0-2 is a rough start for them with the situation that they in. And if they can't beat the Giants, if Mahomes runs for 50-plus yards again and he outruns Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, that's a terrible sign for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes should not be leading this team in rushing yards. This needs to change immediately for the Chiefs.